Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, you beautiful Americans? Welcome. It's Kevin Jackson here. It's Kevin Jackson Show, KJRadio.com. So glad you guys are here. Want to say real quickly, rest in peace, Officer Marcus McNeil, New Orleans cop who was killed on October the 13th. Shame, shame, shame. The criminals that are now targeting our police department, Barack Obama, for shame. For shame for what you did to put a target on the back of some of America's finest citizens, people who put themselves in harm's way. And trust me, there are going to be many, many, many other officers killed this year, next year, and going forward as the legacy of leftism continues. And let's just pray that Donald Trump is able to do more to protect law enforcement. We've got a movie coming out, bleedingbluemovie.com is where you can see the trailer. Just did our second trailer. Third trailer is going to blow you away. We'll start to really push this movie. We're going to wait until after the first of the year because there's a lot more to it than I originally thought. But I just want to let you guys know, check it out. We're going to be coming to you guys to help us get it out there into theaters, and you'll see the whole plan for it here shortly. Anyway, so here's where I can tell you folks, you're winning. Something happened over the weekend that goes to show you just how much you're winning. Now, I want you to picture this backdrop. George Lopez, one of the most vile leftists on the planet. Mr. All Things Mexican, Mr. All Things, let Mexico take over the United States. And why are you guys stopping Mexican people? He's Paul Rodriguez used to be the main Hispanic comedian, and he stopped laughing when the Democrats cut off the water supply to the valley and many Mexicans were out of work, and he found out just how heartless they were, and he stopped. The jokes quit on him. I think this guy's probably a staunch conservative at this point. But George Lopez took over the mantle of the Merry Mexican, and he goes out, preaching hate against America, preaching hate against conservatives and so on. So he's paid to host an event. It's a charity event for children. Now, I know a lot about these events because I put one on every year. It's called the Adoption Exchange, and we do try to get kids adopted in the St. Louis area, and we partner with the St. Louis Cardinals and many notables and so on. And, I MC it. I've got two other co-chairs of the event, a guy that's a ESPN sports announcer. I don't know who he's with now, but he's a sports announcer. And another guy who is a coach in the St. Louis area, trained a lot of people that have gone into the bigs. So we put this event on. And, what you do is you remove politics because you're talking about kids. You want to get, in our case, we want to get as many inner city kids adopted as we can. We get about 100 a year. And so we put the event on. You guys know how political I am, but I don't say a word about politics. I talk about the kids. I keep politics out of it. And you may crack a joke here and there and say something about Donald Trump's hair. You may say something about Barack Obama's ears, but it's all in good fun, nonpartisan, etc. George Lopez can't do that. So he decided he was going to do an event, and he started to bash Donald Trump. Now, you have to understand these events. The person putting on the event chooses the person that they're going to have emceeing it, and you get paid money to do this. I don't get paid money to do mine, but I'm saying you pay money when you get somebody to do it. So they pay money to have this event done, to have this person come in. So Lopez is getting a fat check to do this event. He comes in. It's generally the person hiring you is of your political persuasion because they don't want you doing stuff that doesn't fit their narrative. So they hire Lopez, a lefty, coming to a supposedly leftist event. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky, because I say this all the time. If you're fundraising, leftists make sorry people to bring to your fundraiser. They're looking for deals. They're not looking to really help kids. They forget the meaning. They're like, I'll try to give me some for like pennies on the dollar. No. So they got this audience of theoretical leftists with an organization that's been put together by a leftist. It's invited George Lopez to be its, chief funny guy to bring in, people and money and so on and so forth. So he starts ranting on Trump, and people boo him. Boo! Boo! Lopez can't believe it. He cannot believe he's being booed. He's so used to just going to an event, saying something negative about Trump, and everybody laughs. They didn't laugh. Now, I want you to let that sink in a little bit. Charity event put on by leftists supposedly to help kids. Probably Harvey Weinstein event, theoretically, or a Woody Allen event to help the kids, or Roman Polanski with the MC of the keynote is going to be Whoopi Goldberg. Well, rape is not always rape. That's what she said of Polanski. So he gets booed, but I want to play his. Here's what he says after he gets booed.
Listen, it's about the kids. All right. I apologize for bringing politics to an event. This is America. It still is. All right? So I apologize to your white privilege, but yes, I'm sorry.
What a shock to his system. A guy that's so used to getting the accolades when he beats up on Trump or beats up on conservatives. Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com. You can also give us a call, 844-551-8255. I love this clip. And it's funny. He comes out, well, hold on. Yeah, it's this. I'm going to get my sanity back. See, that's the problem. Leftists don't get sanity back until something happens big, like Harvey Weinstein. Hey, by the way, did I tell you guys how big the Harvey Weinstein thing was going to be? For all the people who were saying to me, Kevin, what's the big deal? Why are we talking about Harvey Weinstein a lot? Yeah. And I told everybody, I go, look, I would get off this subject. I really want to get off this subject. The problem is it's much too large. So guess what? We're going to be talking about more of that today, because I had Shaq, I had Brett on the mic, Brett Siegel on Friday. Brett did a phenomenal job. I appreciate you hanging in there doing that for me, buddy. Brett will be on quite a bit. And the reason is I got so many things I got going on. I got to go back and forth to New York to do some things with Fox, and then I've got a lot of speaking engagements and so on. So hopefully I'll get to your market soon, because the brother's in demand. And for the people who are evaluating my agreements right now for speaking, I'm just going to give you a fair warning. If you don't get them done, the price is going to go up. So, and there are people out there. I've got pending agreements, and I'm telling them right now. My PR people talk to me and say, Kevin, we're going to be raising the rates because we got too many people competing for you on the weekends to speak now. Anyway, folks, got a lot coming up, lots to talk about. Again, rest in peace, Marcus McNeil, New Orleans cop who was killed on October 13th. Back in.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville. Can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.